So we're going to talk really quick about how to install your nuc once you bring it home. The day you bring it home, you're just going to set it on top of your box like this, open up the entrance. You may or may not have a box that looks just like this, but either way there's going to be an entrance on one of the short sides. Just make sure you open it up so that the bees can start flying. If it were a warmer day, they would already be out flying. Today is not. After 24 hours, that's when you're going to actually install the nuc into your hive box, so we're going to show you quickly how to do that. The day that you're ready to do it, you're going to come right out to your hive. You're going to make sure you've got your box set up with at least one deep box, because the nuc frames are deep. You're going to have additional frames to fill in around it. Grab your hive tool, you will need that, and your smoker. Go ahead and just put a puff or two of smoke at the entrance of the nuc box. And then move it right out of the way. Just set it to the side for a minute. Open up your hive. Inside the box we've got a couple extra frames. There's just 3 in here right now. It's going to give me some space to put everything in without squishing anybody. And we're going to open up this box of bees. They may or may not be angry with you. Go ahead and take a little bit of smoke just across the top of the frames. And then you're going to just move them one by one into your box, maintaining the order that they're in this box when you put them in there. So you'll use your hive tool to separate them. Gently pick up each frame. Take a quick peek at it, see if there's anything interesting. Go ahead and set them in. So this was the first frame, so this is going to be the first frame I put in here. And we're just going to move quickly right to the next one. You can look for the queen. You should look for her, but you don't need to worry if you can't spot her. Sometimes it's tricky. But you want to get a feel for what's going on inside your box. Gently, slowly put the frames together. Move to the next. Dan, if you want to come in close on this, you might have some frames that are kind of welded together like that. The bees will build comb sometimes in between. Just use your hive tool and kind of carefully pull that apart. It shouldn't be a problem, but if you can do it gently, that's best. Our goal here is to not squish anybody. So as we're pulling them out, you can see we're just taking a quick look. There's the queen on this frame right here at the end of my hive tool. So it's always good to see her. So we're going to be extra careful as we put that frame down in, because we know someone special is riding on it. And on to the next. On this one, just take a peek. You can see that this one has honey and brood on it. This is exactly what you're going to expect to see. These capped cells are brood cells. There's some honey up here. This is a really nice frame full of bees. So just take a quick peek as you're doing this. If it's a nice day, they'll be much more tolerant of you taking a longer look as you do it. Wear gloves that fit. They've got this completely stuck to the side. Alright, last frame goes in. Now we're just going to gently push everything nice and tight together. Add our additional frames. If you have a 10 frame sized hive, you want to make sure that you're fitting 10 frames in there. If you've got an 8 frame size, make sure you've got all 8 frames. That's it for installing. So from here, we're going to feed these bees. So we're going to grab our inner cover, which is this guy here. You're going to look for the notched side if you have one with a notch. Put that notch down and facing front. So just gently lay that over the top. You're going to take, if you're using this style feeder, you'll have it filled, and just set it off center so you're not covering that hole. Place your feeder. And you can use a medium box or a deep box, whatever empty box you have, to put right over the top. And then your inner cover, your outer cover is going to go right over the top of that. The last piece that you'll want to include, and you can have this part set up before, we just forgot, is to put your entrance reducer on. So what that's doing is reducing the size of the doorway that the bees are having to defend. We're going to go ahead and put it on this kind of 3.5, 4-inch size. This one is not going to fit nicely in here because it's all swollen, but normally you'd put that on beforehand and have that fit nice and tight between the boxes. That's not going to happen, but so that's giving the bees a smaller area to defend. And that's it. That's really all you're going to do on Nuc Installation Day. If it's a nice sunny day, you'll see them start flying right away. Keep checking the feeder about once a week. You're going to do your first inspection about a week after you do this, and we'll do another video to help kind of walk you through that. That's all. If you have questions, please always feel free to email. We're happy to talk about these. Good luck.